chat about the team news. Any issues from Tuesday night to worry you?
Let me just have a think. No, everyone's good.
Good. And honeymoon set to go?
George trained today. Yeah, he's fine. So we'll see how he reacts off that tomorrow.
The latest on Callum Alder, is he back in the fold yet?
No, he's close. He's going to be back on the grass very shortly. Back with the conditioning coaches, and then he's obviously got to build up his fitness then after that. But he's been working hard in the gym, a lot of treadmill stuff. I think he's about 65% weight bearing on the Ultra G, which is good for us. And yeah, he's working hard.
The games are coming thick and fast at the minute. Is rotation in your mind when you make changes?
Possibly. We've got a good group and a good squad to pick from, and we want to have a reaction. Felt really disappointed and low after the game, to be honest, and it's not like me, but just thinking of the game and the chances that we missed in the first half, and watched the game back the next morning, and it perked me up a little bit because we had some really good opportunities, especially the first half, to take the game away from them a little bit. Yes, they had some, but that's the way our games will be, and we got to back ourselves to take those chances.
No Eric Lehigh again. How much of a miss is Eric?
He's a miss because he's a skipper, and great character in the group. He's not far away either. Again, Eric was on the grass today with the conditioning coaches, working a bit, about 50 or 60%. Not so much sprinting at the minute, so we'll see how he reacts off that today. But he's close.
You went with Robbie McKenzie the other night, his first league start on you. How do you think he fared?
Honestly, probably struggled a wee bit first half. More so probably in possession a little bit. I think Robbie would be honest in saying that himself. He's a good player though, the boy. He really is, and he's only a young boy, and he's played a lot of games in the championship for such a young age. So I'm sure he'll be fine.
I think coaching staff have had a little debate with Robbie over the years about what his best position is in youth football. He played centre midfield last year, playing centre half. Do you see him as a right back? Do you?
Yeah, I think we see him as a right back. I know he's played at centre half before as well for the first team here, but we see him more as a right back because he's got good legs. He's got good energy. He can get up and down the pitch. Like everyone at the football club, there's areas where he can improve and get better, and it's down to us as a coaching staff to help him do that.
Do you keep faith with him, or do you take him out to protect him?
You'll have to wait and see.
Okay.
Yeah.
But is Leo in your thoughts as well? Because obviously,
of course, yeah. One thing I did say is that I didn't bring Leo here to play right back, but sometimes we're missing Lehigh. But we've got a right back here in the building, and it all depends the way in terms of the formation that we're playing against as well, which one we may go with. So it becomes into thinking.
You allowed Lewis Ritson to go out on loan this week. Any other youngsters close to anything?
No, we've had some phone calls for just real phone calls really for Billy Chadwick, Keane Lewis Potter, Tyler Hamilton, but nothing's really materialised too much yet. And we just got to make sure we pick the right clubs for these players, and I think we've picked the right one definitely for Sheafy and Greavesy. Obviously Max has picked up a little hamstring injury and is going to miss probably the next 2 or 3 weeks for Cheltenham, which I'm sure they're frustrated with. And I know Greavesy's performing really well, and Michael Duff's really pleased with him. So we got to make sure we pick the right clubs. Lewis is going to go and play some games at Blythe, so and we got to make sure they get tested, which I'm sure he will there.
In recent times here, not too many youngsters have gone out to further their development. It seems to be a key idea of yours. I think
it's imperative really, because it's what it's about. It's in the men's football. It's getting knocked about week in, week out. There's points at stake. There's livelihoods at stake. There's everything at stake, and it just grows them up so much quicker, makes them more robust and ready for us. And that's the idea around it. It's we keep in touch with them. We speak to them probably twice a week, the lads who are on loan. We make sure everything's fine, but we don't muddy cuddle them. We leave them for them to grow up themselves in the real wide world.
Brandon Fleming, is he another one you'll look to get, or will you keep him around for the Carabao Cup?
Possibly not at the minute. Obviously with Colin being injured at the minute, we can't afford to let Brandon go anywhere. Plus, he's doing well. He's training well, and he's here fighting to try and get past Stephen.
I know you get sick of me asking this, but Marcus Henriksen, has there been any bids for Marcus?
I don't know. There's been no bids. Nothing's changed on the Marcus situation. But yeah, look, Marcus is a top pro, and he comes in every day and he trains to his maximum. But the situation is exactly the same.
Is the situation getting difficult as we get closer to the deadline?
No, not really, because my focus is really on the team. And like I said to you before, we're quite open and honest about it, me, myself and Marcus.
Is he training normally with the
Yes, yeah. No, he trains with us. Trains with us every day, and he's training well. I've allowed him one or two other little days to have away from the building, really. But when he's here, he trains well, and he's a top professional.
Would you expect him to leave still?
I would have thought so. I think there is conversations going on behind the scenes, but with his representatives in the club, but nothing has been formal as of yet.
Okay, well, 4 games in, how do you assess the start of the championship season?
Well, we look at it in 12 phases of 12. 4 points from the first 4, here or there, really. We've got a target in mind that we want to get to in the first 12, and we're way below it over the first 4. So we know we've got a lot of points to make up if we want to get close to that target. And the boys were well aware of that this morning. But it's not impossible, put it like that. And if we can achieve the target, it will put us in a very, very healthy position.
Do you feel like you deserve more from these first 4 games than what you've got?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not interested in hard luck stories or anything like that, to be honest with you. I'd rather just say it how it is. I think we could have won the first 4, but we haven't. So we need to get back to the drawing board. We've won 1 of 4, drew 1 and lost the other 2. We need to get back to the drawing board and make sure we continue to give the boys the same messages that we're giving them. We won't be breaking away from it. We won't be changing our shape. We won't be throwing our toys at the pram. We'll stay consistent with everything what we do, and we'll try and improve.
What do you feel like the team's doing well, and where do you feel like you need to improve?
I think on a whole, really, for large periods of every single game, we've been very good. We've looked a real threat. I think I touched on after the game on Tuesday night that I was disappointed because the amount of opportunities we had in the final third, and when I say opportunities, we're probably 18 yards from their goal and more, and we didn't test the keeper. So it's probably the first game where I was disappointed we didn't test the goalkeeper. So that's an area for us to learn and get better at. Defensively, we conceded off a set play is disappointing, so we need to get better at that and work at that. But the boys know themselves. We do a lot of work and video work and training work on the training ground, where we know that we can be competitive in this league, and we know what we have to do if we're going to be doing that.